Join me as I dive into the record turnout in key states and see if I can uncover what's driving this shocking wave across the nation. The recent election has left many of us stunned, with record-breaking voter turnout in several key states that have turned the political landscape on its head. This surge in voter engagement is significant, not just because of the sheer numbers, but also because it signals a shift in the way people are participating in the democratic process. For years, voter turnout has been a concern in many states, with certain demographics consistently showing up to the polls in lower numbers. But what were the challenges that led to this apathy, and how have they been addressed in recent elections? One major obstacle was voter suppression, where laws and policies were put in place to deliberately disenfranchise certain groups. Another challenge was voter fatigue, where people simply felt disconnected from the political process and didn't see their vote as making a difference. Additionally, there were issues with voter registration, where the process was often cumbersome and time-consuming. And finally, there was a lack of access to polling stations, which disproportionately affected rural and low-income communities. In recent years, however, many of these challenges have been addressed, often through grassroots efforts and changes in legislation. For example, many states have expanded early voting, implemented automatic voter registration, and increased voting accessibility for people with disabilities. These changes have helped to level the playing field and make it easier for people to exercise their right to vote. But while these changes have been important, they're not the only factors contributing to the surge in voter turnout. Social media has also played a significant role, allowing people to mobilize and organize around specific issues and candidates. And then there are the grassroots movements, where ordinary people have come together to demand change and hold their elected officials accountable. When we look at the factors contributing to the surge in voter turnout, it's clear that this is not just a one-time event, but rather a sign of a broader shift in the way people are engaging with the political process. And what's driving this shift? For one, people are increasingly recognizing the power of their vote and the impact it can have on their communities. They're also becoming more informed about the issues that affect them, and they're demanding to be heard. In terms of the most significant state with record turnout, that title belongs to Georgia, which saw a staggering 50% increase in voter participation compared to the last election. This is significant not just because of the sheer numbers, but also because of the demographic shifts that are driving this surge. For example, we're seeing increased engagement from young people, people of color, and women, who are often marginalized or overlooked in the political process. The implications of this surge in voter turnout are huge, and they have the potential to reshape the political landscape in the years to come. It's clear that people are no longer content to sit on the sidelines and let others decide their fate. They're taking control, they're making their voices heard, and they're demanding to be seen. To sum it up, the record turnout in key states is a significant development that has the potential to drive real change in the political landscape. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit and the desire for people to be heard and seen. So, what drove you to vote in this election? Share your story in the comments below, and be sure to check out our previous videos on election trends for more insights and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.